Hey, Cancer. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your November 2022 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Cancer and take a look at all things related to career, abundance, money, wealth, and income. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Cancer, we have the light bulb showing up for you. Now, this light bulb does talk about lucrative ideas. What lights you up? This is about new income sources, finding a new sense of inspiration. They're giving me the Ace of Wands energy. So I feel like there is a turning point in your career where you are staying optimistic, where you are setting new goals, and you're letting your passions and your creativity really steer the ship here, and it's bringing in a lot of positivity and a lot of optimism. This is also about a career as possibly an entrepreneur. This can talk about getting a new job as well, something that is more creative for you. A lot of you could be artists, teachers, healers. You may be in a traditional 9 to 5 setting as well, but you're thinking about doing something on the side, or you've already incorporated a side hustle into your life, and it's really stirring up a lot of creativity within you. And I feel like it has the opportunity to be quite abundant, be quite fruitful, whether it's emotional abundance, financial abundance. But this is about inspiration, and it's something that you are supposed to be doing right here in this moment on this earth. So whatever this idea is, it's not meant to stay stagnant within you. It's not meant for you to shut this down. You've been given this opportunity to really open yourself up on that creative, and for some of you, a spiritual level as well. Now you have the nugget showing up in the middle of your energy here, and this is all about increases. It's about valuable information, getting honest about what brings you happiness as well. Of course, we do need financial means to live here on earth, but you're trying to balance out, I feel, between, it could be again, corporate world, side hustle. It could be between two ideas, or two endeavors, two new opportunities when it comes to your career, when it comes to your business. And I feel like you're taking a fresh approach. Even though this talks about a fresh start, some of you may be having a fresh start when it comes to finances, but I feel like it's a fresh approach to taking on a new creative twist. Now, this is steady work coming in here. It's building up that career, climbing the ladder. Whether, again, you are an entrepreneur or you work for the man, you are taking steps to become a boss yourself. High leadership skills, leadership qualities here for you, Cancer. And there are increases showing up in the month of November. Now, in the near future, we have the award card. This is a really beautiful energy to have because it talks about winning money, payoffs, payouts as well. Now, some of you may be paying off some sort of debt. You may be getting an award, an achievement. Some of you may be passing an exam or a test or regaining a certification that you've needed. But this is about recognition for your efforts. This could be a career where you are gaining that advancement. This is about professional work and fame. For some of you, if you're looking for fortune and fame, I feel like you're being recognized at this time. They are giving me strong December energy. This is future. So this reading is for November. So you can look at this as October, November, December if you'd like here. But this award, I feel like you will see by the end of 2022. Now, this could be a monetary award where you're gaining that promotion or you're gaining a raise. For some of you, there could be money coming in. There could be a payout, like I said, or even a payoff. But your hard work is illuminated at this time. So let's dive into your Celtic Cross here, Cancer, and take a look at where your energy is at in the month of November. What is the heart of the matter here for Cancer, please? We have the Knight of Swords. I love this energy. The Knight of Swords is a go-getter. Knight of Swords is very action oriented. So whatever you have being illuminated to your crown chakra, because I feel like a lot of you are channeling some really wonderful new ideas here, whether it's a spark of inspiration when it comes to writing a book, whether it comes to a new business idea, when it comes to approaching the boss in a creative new way where they'll listen to you and recognize that what it is you have to say is of utmost importance and it's something that can actually help the company. This is also something that will help your business as well. So there is a really wonderful new opportunity that you're taking action on, and I feel like it's going to pay off here. When this Knight of Swords shows up, this is about you being able to move forward in confidence, and you bring that assertiveness to the table, but it's not an assertiveness that is threatening to other people, but it's about I deserve this. So I feel like you are meeting someone here at eye level, and another person or another company or a client, they are appreciating the work that you're putting out there. So this is really wonderful. Let's take a look and clarify this Knight of Swords for you, Cancer. What do we have? A Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Page of Pentacles is news of a new opportunity. Now, you may be the one that is bringing the news out there. Some of you may be launching a product, launching an idea, launching a class, a workshop, a seminar. Some of you may be gaining some headway when it comes to a project that you've been working on or something you've been studying for. But I do feel like there's news coming in for you that's going to allow you to launch. Okay, there's just this energy of you taking an idea all the way. There's completion, there's follow through. They're giving me the world energy. So whatever you've been thinking about, maybe you've been contemplating purchasing a property, or you've been contemplating traveling or relocating or taking your business to the next level. That is happening here for you in a big way. You're building this career up and other people are recognizing. Let's take a look and see what's crossing your path. What's crossing your energy? What's challenging you? The moon. Yeah, this makes sense. You wouldn't be watching these videos on YouTube if you weren't looking for more clarity. The moon card is all about uncertainties, but embracing them anyway. Cancer, you may not know where you're going to be a year from now, 10 years from now, but you know that you're going to be upward on that upward trend, that upward spiral here. You know that you will continue climbing. And even though during times of economic crisis, during times of downfalls, I feel like even though there could be instability, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is you're learning at this time is going to help you down the road as well. So I feel like you're being put in a position where whatever it is that you're doing, learning, or growing in, you'll be able to either work from anywhere, work from home. There could be something with technology here, global as well, or it's going to become even bigger as the years progress. Now, this may be something new. It could be a new idea. It could be something relatively reinventive where it's come out in the last 5 or 10 years. It could be you starting even YouTube. I know 2 years ago, I hadn't even really watched many YouTubes, and it was only about a year ago that I had this light bulb moment that I channeled that energy in from spirit and was guided to start a YouTube channel. So I feel like that's something that's happening for you here, where maybe it's not a YouTube channel, but it is about your ideas really coming to life. And you may not be certain where you're going, but if you trust in your intuition and you trust in your soul's calling, you will be okay. And if anything, you're going to be more than okay as well. So let's just clarify this moon. And the moon can also be about you paying attention to your dreams as well. I feel like a lot of you have some dreams and goals. There it is, 9 of Cups energy. You have the wishes that you've been wanting to manifest, but make sure you stay in that energy of wishful thinking and manifestation. Stay in that mindset of abundance instead of scarcity or poverty conscious mindset, because some of you may have lost jobs. You may have had to ask or borrow for financial help or for aid. This could also be about at times you had to really take the plunge and you've struggled financially. But the good news is I feel like during times of uncertainty, you're still going to land out on top here, especially with what you're learning now. Whatever this award is, whether it's a spiritual award, emotional, physical, financial, it's something that you've wanted for quite some time, and everything is starting to fall into place in a beautiful way for you, Cancer. So let's take a look at the foundation. What's below you? What have you been working really hard towards here? The Star. Some of you Cancerians out there are looking for fame or looking to get publicly recognized here on maybe a global level. For some of you, the Star card can be about inspiration, inspiring others. I feel like you already are an inspiration. Some of you may be telling your stories, writing your stories, or even sharing your stories with others because you can help motivate and inspire others to live their best lives. When the Star card comes up, you've done a lot of healing. This is the card of healing. It's the card of guidance. It's the card of positivity and peace. Spirit is saying, don't give up on these dreams because you have some brilliant ideas that are going to pay off in bigger ways than you could have ever thought. Some of you may have always had a dream of opening up a holistic retreat center. Some of you have had a dream of helping people maybe in third world countries. Some of you have wanted to open up your own business, baking cupcakes or whatever this is here. I feel like you're hitting it to the next level. There is advancement showing up here because you've put in the work, you've done the work, and you've actually aligned to that energy of abundance and done the inner healing. So this is really beautiful, but we're going to clarify the healing card, the Star card here for you. What do we have for Cancer, please? All right, so the Magician. Some of you have really taken charge of your destiny and said, yes, this is the direction I'm going. This is what I need to do. Some of you maybe work a 9-to-5 job, take care of family, and go to school at night. Or you may be taking online classes, taking care of the family, and working your everyday job. So you're keeping up with the hustle is what I'm seeing, but you know that your dreams are big and you're willing to put in the work and show up every single day to manifest and create this destiny that you want. So when this Magician card shows up, Cancer, I feel that you have this ability to create and manifest your world into reality. If you haven't seen proofs of that yet, which I feel like you will, but if you haven't, you certainly will by the end of 2022 here. 2023 looks to be a very abundant, financially abundant year for you. So I'll be excited to do those 2023 yearly readings for you, Cancer. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the past and how it still may be affecting your present energy. What do we have here for Cancer? The Hierophant. Yeah. Some of you are spiritual teachers. Some of you may have been the student. Maybe you're a traditional teacher for some of you. But when this Hierophant card shows up, this is about taking a look at your traditions, your beliefs, your morals. Some of you may be taking a look at old beliefs and upgrading them. You may be saying that worked for me at that time, or I went to school to learn this, but I'm really going to take this path. Maybe you went to school for nursing and you're deciding that you want to take the holistic route and you want to become a spiritual healer. For others of you, you may be in an office doing administrative work and you may say, well, I want to use the stepping stones that I've taken from administrative work and I want to open my own side business and I want to be able to show the world my skills and my gifts and my talents that you've kept maybe locked away. I feel for a lot of you, this is about committing yourself to your soul's purpose as well. This is really powerful. You may have been doing a lot of self-help, a lot of studying, a lot of learning, a lot of listening is what I'm getting as well, but it is affecting you in a big way because it's actually paying off. There's your award for whatever you've been doing here in the past. Let's take a look and clarify the Hierophant, please. What do we have here for Cancer Hierophant? Okay. We have the Emperor, which I love to see, and we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, something didn't turn out the way that you thought it would. Plans may have taken a detour. Now, for some of you, maybe you thought by 30, by 35, by 40, by 60, whatever age, perhaps you thought you would be in a different place than you are. Some of you may have accomplished things early on as well. It could be vice versa. But the Emperor is saying here that you are in the position now to make choices that are affecting your future in a big way. This Emperor energy is all about taking action, and you may not have known how to take action in the past, or you may have been taking action the whole way, but now I feel like you're really climbing up quick. It's like you're skipping a few steps, but internally you really were hitting those steps, but you may have not seen that show up in your physical world, is kind of what I'm getting here. So you're going from this Two of Wands, which, remember what I said in the beginning, you have the Ace of Wands. Here's the ideas. Now you're turning those ideas into plans, and those plans are going to take off for you if they haven't already started to. So this is really good because you've committed, because you've learned, because you've put in the work. Let's see what's showing up above you. What's coming in? What is showing up as the potential for Cancer, please? The King of Cups. And I love this King of Cups energy here, Cancer, because this is your energy, but it's also the female version of the King of Cups in this deck. The Tarot of the Mystical Moments has two kings and also two emperors. And this specific one is the King of Cups, but it's the female version. So this is all about receptivity as well. It's about being that loving, that supportive, that intuitive, and also very compassionate person that you are, because you want to help others. Maybe you're a doctor. Perhaps you are a chiropractor or a therapist. There's something that you're wanting to really do and take sail to because it helps others, but in return, it helps you. It helps you live here on earth. It helps you on a financial scale, but also emotionally as well. Now, some of you may have needed to seek out professional help or guidance from someone who is very loving, very supportive, very nurturing. This King doesn't let their emotions overrule them, but they know enough to let their emotions guide them, but also to really listen to their intuition first and foremost. And I feel like that's what you're doing here, Cancer. Things may not have always been good regarding your finances, but I feel like you're moving through this passage. You can see that below her, this is her root chakra area here. This is all about stability. So I feel like you are moving towards calmer waters here, and you are in charge. You're the one steering the ship. So I love that this energy is showing up for you. And actually, you can see that on the top of her hair, it looks like the octopus tentacles that she has here on this moon energy. So I feel that there are a lot of resources available to you, and that can be what this Hierophant is all about. It can be about connecting with the right people, the right companies, the right clients, the right books, the right, anything that can help you move in a forward direction because you put out that intention here. So this is really good. I'm also hearing word of mouth for you, but let's take a look and clarify what this King of Cups in the feminine energy is all about. I just heard receptivity as well. Some of you are receiving a really beautiful gift because you've been such a giver yourself. There it is. This is the card of celebrations, and take a look at that. Take a look at what they're holding there, Cancer. They're holding that chalice. They're holding that award, that cup as well, and that's exactly what you are holding. You're celebrating some sort of success, a payoff, recognition, awards, because you've reached a high level status here of advancement. So I love this for you. Let's take a look and see what's showing up in the near future. What is showing up in the near future for Cancer? There may be a little bit of time off, some downtime for you in the month of November where you can connect with your family, where you can connect with your friends. For some of you, you may be taking a little bit of downtime, maybe even going on a vacation or a trip here. I feel like there is something wrapping up. There's an ending coming in. You have the Death card, and this is all about transformation. This is a time of an ending, so don't resist the change that's coming in here. Sometimes we can stay in a position of hanging on to something that we know we need to let go of, but in order to advance, in order to climb up, we must move through this transition here, and that's what you're doing. Some of you, you may be leaving a job and moving into something better suited for you. For others of you, maybe you're leaving the corporate world and doing something on your own, or vice versa. For others of you, you may be taking a new approach. It's what I'm getting in the beginning here. And you must leave an old version of what you thought something should be and completely revamp that energy. And that's what this Death card is all about. This is about transitions. It's about spiritual growth and rebirth. And I feel like you've done a lot. You can see with this King of Cups, it's like you may be going towards the unknown, right? Because there is a in-between stage, an in-between period. And that's what this Death card is all about. She's heading towards the unknown, the in-between period, but you will be very successful. You will celebrate these successes, but you must be brave enough to say yes to the opportunities that are presented towards you. Now let's take a look and clarify, what's this death energy all about for Cancer? Death energy for Cancer. Walking away from the things that aren't good for you, Cancer. This toxicity energy, the devil, it could be an old job. It could be an old way of thinking. Maybe it's a person that was holding you back. Maybe it was yourself, self-sabotaging. But this is about you being able to steer the ship instead of other people steering the ship for you. So very important with that devil energy. This is about codependency, materialism. It can be about manipulation or even fear, obsessing about finances. The reason why the Hierophant is here is saying that you don't have to be in that energy of fear. Is fear good for us? Fear is a necessity, right? But it doesn't have to steer the ship. You can say, sit in the back, take a side, sit next to me. I understand fear, that you need to be there. It helps me in times of need. It helps me when I need to be aware of certain things, but I'm not going to let you steer the ship. I'm going to go through this transitional period, even though it may be scary, but I'm going to say yes and do it anyway. And that's what I feel happening for you. All right, let's take a look and see how you're feeling. How are you feeling, Cancer? What are you hoping for? What is it that you are manifesting? 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment and happiness, success, contentment, fortune. The 10 of Cups is that happily ever after energy. It is about good fortune. Some of you may be taking a family vacation. I just heard you may be connecting with family. It is November, and if you celebrate the holidays in November, Thanksgiving, you may be connecting with family. And I feel like you're being put in a position where you're happy to share about your successes, and other people are happy for you, is what I'm sensing as well. This could be family that is blood. It could be friends. It can be even unknown strangers, is what I'm sensing. There could be new people coming into the family that say, wow, what you do is so inspiring. I never thought of that, or I've never even heard of what you do, but that sounds amazing. And so I feel like you're getting a lot of recognition from people who are in your circle, or even people that are brought into your circle here. So the 10 of Cups is about wanting to support family and support yourself, and to be able to travel and take vacations and bring about that life of happily ever after vibes. And some people may be thinking or saying, well, happily ever after doesn't exist. Remember, heaven, you can create heaven here on earth. You can figure out how to create peace within chaos. And you can figure out how to bring about happiness, even when things can be stressful. Some of the best people I've ever met had not even a penny to their name. They had very little, and they still stayed upbeat. And I feel like you've been in that energy of, regardless of what happens, I will be okay. And that's what you're shooting for here. Now let's take a look and see what's going on in your external surroundings. What's going on in your environment, Cancer? Okay. I just heard that some of you may be helping a family, or you may have a career that has to do with family dynamic. Maybe you're a marriage and family coach or therapist. Some of you may be helping families recover from financial difficulties, or maybe you've been there, so I feel like you may be paying it forward. Some of you help other people heal a family dynamic by telling your story. Whatever this is here for you, there is an emotional type of energy tied to your career. All right, we have 4 of Cups showing up, but this energy of the 4 of Cups I like is you've allowed yourself to get a little impatient in the past. You've allowed yourself to feel at times like you've missed out on an opportunity for abundance. But the good news is you are manifesting that here with this 10 of Cups. You're saying, you know, I've allowed myself to sit in this space. I've allowed myself to define the silver lining of what had happened in the past. Some of you missed out on an opportunity. Maybe you were rejected from a job. Maybe you lost a job, or things were slower than you would like. But the good news with the 4 of Cups is brand new opportunities coming in for you. And that's what I see. I mean, you have a choice. Absolutely. We have free will. Do you want to stay in the comfort zone? Do you want to stay in this energy of, I don't want to say poor me, but at times it can be a victim mentality. But what I sense you doing on that intuitive level here is, you know that you're being spiritually and divinely protected. And what you're saying is, I'm appreciating this. I am saying yes to the opportunities that are for me. And if they're not, I am not putting that energy out there of disappointment, of bitterness, of loss. I know that what's meant for me is going to come around and stick. But I'm also not going to wait around. I'm going to chase my destiny, and I'm going to be open to the opportunities that are showing up for me. And if it's an opportunity I'm meant to take, then it will align. And that's what I see happening here for you. Let's clarify this 4 of Cups. Whatever this is, it's going to pay off in a big way. There's recognition here. There is advancement. Let's take a look. What do we have here? The Hierophant once again. Yes. Now you are the teacher, is what I'm hearing here. You've had to learn in the past, but you're finally coming to that place where you've learned enough to be able to teach. And that can be in any sense. Maybe it's you teaching in a traditional sense. Maybe it is you teaching about how to overcome challenges and obstacles that you faced. For others of you, this could be about teaching even family, teaching young people. It could be about early childhood as well, or it could be of all ages. But I'm sensing here the Hierophant showing up as, you know that this is part of your purpose. You know that you're being divinely guided at this time to question some beliefs that you may have outgrown or that are not serving you any longer. And you're walking in a new energy. And what I'm seeing here is you holding your head up high. So this is good, because you may have felt the grief, you may have felt the loss from a situation, but now you're seeing the silver lining, Cancer, and there's a new opportunity for you to get honest with what it is that you want. You're getting valuable information and coming in here, and there's a fresh start to really climb and build. You have the King of Cups showing up here. So let's take a look and see what your hopes and fears are. What are your hopes and what are your fears? 2 of Cups. Separation, not being able to do what it is that you love. It can be about disconnecting at times, feeling disconnected, feel like you are on the outs, rejection, abandonment, like you're not aligned with your soul's purpose. But the hope here is that you are coming together with the perfect partnership, with the perfect company, with the perfect clientele, with the perfect ideas that are going to bring about this fresh start, bring about an increase in your finances. For some of you to be able to pay off debt and to accumulate these rewards that you've earned over time here. So I really enjoy this energy. Even though this is a hope and fear, you're in that energy of manifestation. And when you align with this energy of manifestation and abundance, you will start to see the physical fruits of your labor take place in your reality, in this world. So the 2 of Cups as your hope and fear here is about important partnerships that you are working on manifesting. And I feel like that's what I was getting here with this 4 of Cups. And instead of saying, oh, I'm going to be disconnected, I'm not going to find my passions, or I'm not going to be able to make money doing this, I'm not going to get this, you're saying, you know what? Yes, I am. I'm flipping that script. I have what it takes. I'm taking this new opportunity and I'm going to see what's out there. And you absolutely are. Let's take a look at your final outcome. What is the final outcome for Cancer in regards to career? 2022, November. What do we have here? Okay, you've been patient. I feel like you've worked hard. It's time for maybe a rest, a gathering. There's other people that are proud of you. You're going to hear that this month, or there's proof of people being proud of you. I was wondering if you'd get more than one, but I feel like there is proof in the physical form that your work hasn't been for nothing. Now that could be a good review that comes your way. It could be word of mouth where things really start to take off. Somebody is going to tell you you've done a great job, Cancer. Final outcome. Wow, I love this. Okay. Yes, there is justice for a situation. There's the Five of Cups showing up. That comes after that 4. So after some sort of a disappointment and a loss, the Five of Cups comes in and says, I'm not allowing myself any more time to be disappointment over spilt milk, something that may not have happened. I am paying attention to what I have here, and I'm actually seeing the silver lining, because right behind it you have justice. Something may not have seemed fair. Maybe that person got the job that you worked so hard for. Maybe that YouTube star ended up rising to fame quickly overnight where you've had to work for it. Perhaps this person ended up getting things handed to them and you're wondering, when am I going to catch my break? Whatever it is, it's going to be different for each and every one of you. You're finally seeing that those scales are being balanced. And this is justice energy. There could be an energy of October showing up here for you where you're going to see that proof. Even though I'm doing November readings, I put them out in October. So there could be some sort of balance showing up early on for you, especially with the light bulb moment showing up in the past. Some of you may be dealing with or working with a Libra or have strong Libran placements as well, but there's going to be balance and justice. Finally, fairness, finally, equality after you working your butt off on a situation or towards a goal or a plan that you've had here. And the Six of Wands is your final card. Six of Wands is one of my favorite minor arcanas because it talks about success, accomplishment, achievement. For those of you, if you are looking for fame or victory, public recognition, and I was getting that energy all along for you, is being noticed, your hard work paying off, word of mouth is what we just said here. So the Six of Wands says that after a time of feeling a little bit left out or feeling a little bit bitter or disappointed on a situation that may have passed you by, you're now seeing that it was because something was better waiting for you, even if you couldn't see it at that time. So Six of Wands, celebration, success. It's also about, again, being recognized, because in the past, I do feel like there was an idea that you had, or maybe a company or a business plan that was overlooked, or maybe you felt a little shameful, or even you felt maybe even humiliated at times. But remember, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. In the past, it was time for you to learn, and in the present into the future, it's time for you to teach. And I feel like your hard work is paying off here. So powerful stuff coming in here for you, Cancer. Let's take a look and get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. And I will read to you the prosperity message from the guidebook. This is one of my favorites, Colette Baron Reed. And for those of you Cancerians who are interested in any of the decks used during your reading, you can find all of them in the description box below. We just had the All That Glitters card showing up for you. All That Glitters. So it is all about making sure that you're digging in, you're getting valuable, honest information. We have quite a few cards here showing up, but the one that is really being highlighted right now, the one that was on the top, is flexibility, being flexible, staying flexible in your approach. It's also card 19, and that is the Sun card in tarot. And so I feel like there is an energy of, with that 4 and 5 of Cups, you staying open instead of, holding your head down, or instead of not being aware of the opportunities. This is about you staying not just aware, but flexible, maybe saying yes, maybe taking that night class, maybe asking for help so you can achieve something quicker than you had hoped here. Or in time, I feel like you will achieve it by the end of this year, if not sooner. Okay, so the message for you, card 19, is all about teachability. The first word is teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what is most important. And Cancer, the message for you is this. Even when you have a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something, or what it will look like, or who will share in it, and when will it And excuse me, goodness, tripping over my words here, and it's not even a retrograde. And when it will be available to you, you still need to relax and open up to the other possibilities. Spirit may have much better plans for you. It could be a job you hadn't thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that eluded your imagination. Be flexible, Cancer, and remind yourself, this or something better manifests for me now. Then be willing to bend a little. Enjoy the miraculous results. This makes perfect sense with what we've been talking about during your reading. Is something may not have turned out the way that you thought, but be flexible and know that it's because there's something better coming in, and it's time for you to see the evidence and the proof of that happening. And again, I feel like you will be recognized for what it is that you want, whether it's a promotion, whether it's a new job. I just heard new job for a lot of you. There could be, if you're an entrepreneur, this is about career building. Leveling up here, word of mouth, public recognition, getting noticed. You're being put in the limelight here for a reason, and it's time. All right. Now we're going to get a few messages from your spirit animals. And yes, Spirit, you're right. They're telling me that there are retrogrades, but just not the Mercury one that affects most people when it does come to communication. Okay, let's take a look now at your animal messages. So Cancer, if you have a moment, I just ask that you close your eyes. Tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. Take a deep breath in from that solar plexus area, the belly. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. It could be an animal that is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. Perhaps it's an animal that has recently crossed your path in the great outdoors, or one that you have at home, maybe one that has crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. And if you need a moment, Cancer, just pause the video and return when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animal or animals in the comment box below. And I personally, Cancer, will enter you into that free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month and post right back here on this channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and notification button. All right, so we have Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. This makes perfect sense. You have the Hierophant showing up in the past position and in the future. So this is all about learning from the past and not repeating the same lessons because you've already learned them. So now it's time to advance, because when we learn a lesson, we move on to what else we've came here to solve, to grow, to learn, to evolve in. And so you've already learned. An Elephant Spirit, you may actually be seeing elephants, whether they're actually showing me an elephant pillow. So some of you may have maybe see an elephant pillow. This could be an elephant that you see on a magazine as well. But when you see this elephant, it's Spirit's way of reminding you that you've already learned a lesson. It's time to take a new creative approach because you have this light bulb. There is a new income source available to you. Some of you are entrepreneurs. Again, some of you are heading towards a more creative path. Learn from the past because you've learned some very valuable lessons. Next, we have Brown Bear. It's time to take some time out, R&R. Nurture yourself is what I keep hearing. Some of you are wanting to spend more time with, it could be a mother, it could be a grandmother, or even if your mother or grandmother has crossed over, you may be taking some downtime to meditate and you may be talking to them, connecting with them. For others of you, this is about spending time with the people that you love the most. Don't isolate yourself from the people that love you. Don't isolate yourself, even though this is the Hermit energy, card 9. They're just showing me you being able to connect with the people that you love the most is going to help you at this time. All right, next we have Seahorse Spirit. It does say watch and wait. I do feel like during this downtime or during some time for you to really really soak in this honest information that's coming your way, or valuable information, there's going to be a message that shines through with Seahorse. So listen, because it could be a ring, it could be an email notification, because seahorses, they can be about listening. And I just feel like you're going to hear some news by the end of the month, or even by the end of the year. And then chameleon, it says act as if. Cancer, if you want to be a famous musician, then act as if you have the skills, the talents. Play that harmonica, play that guitar, play the drums like you are that famous musician. If you want to bring in more money, then it's time to wear the fancy clothes. They say, I just heard this the other day here as well, so this may pertain to you. Dress as if you already have the job. Dress for the job that you want, not for the job that you have. So again, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. So act as if you've already manifested this into your physical reality, because a lot of you are just in fact doing that. Also, chameleons are about adaptability. They are about being flexible within their surroundings. They change color to adapt. So this is saying if something didn't turn out the way that you thought it would, then it's time to move on to the next thing. And if this has to do with a creative endeavor or some sort of inspiration, an idea that you had, but it was already taken, because some of you, it could be a business idea that you've had, or it could be a name that you've wanted for a company, or perhaps you had an idea, but somebody spoke it first. Don't be mad that you weren't quick enough, because be grateful for you having the creativity and the ideas flowing through, because there's going to be something that comes in that may be better aligned with your energy. You may be able to present it or put it out there in a better way. And maybe somebody was able to do that with an idea that you had as well. So know that everything works together, divine energy. So powerful stuff showing up here. Now, Cancer, last but not least, we're going to get a message from the crystal spirits. And we're going to see which gemstone, which mineral, which fossil you could work with in the month of November to help you bring about more prosperity. What do we have here? We have amber, which is a really beautiful energy here. And it's this bright orange, which happens to be about our sacral chakra here. And this is about the relationships that we have with ourself, the relationships that we have with others. It's also card 3, and also it's about your creativity, your pleasures, your sensuality. And okay, thank you, Spirit. For some of you, this is about you nurturing the ideas that bring you pleasure, that bring you happiness, that bring you joy, because that 3 is the Empress energy. And in tarot, that's the Empress. So nurture the ideas that you have. For some of you, you may be healing family patterns. There's that 10 of Cups energy that you're in. This can be about releasing karma. Yes, you've learned from the past. This is about preserving the wisdom gained by the lessons of the past. Holy moly. That's a powerful one, Cancer, because you keep getting lessons over and over and over here showing up for you with that Hierophant. The message for you is this. The lessons we learn about security and prosperity in our families of origin are brought into our lives as adults. Do you know what those lessons were for you? What messages about money and finances, about saving and investing and spending and sharing were you given? Amber Spirit appears with an invitation to explore those lessons and messages in order to move forward consciously on the path of prosperity, unencumbered by old habits related to finances. These were perpetuated by you because, well, you never thought to question them. To enjoy prosperity, explore what your family taught you about abundance and make conscious choices about whether to keep, alter, or replace the lessons you learned. The universe wants you to be prosperous and will support you in making changes and in creating and sustaining wealth. This is a very powerful energy. It's actually a fossilized tree sap. And this is a resin that's just solidified. And it says that so too are patterns sometimes passed down by family. When you meditate with this Amber Spirit, it's excellent to help break those patterns and shed light on those that no longer serve us. So you could either meditate with this crystal in your hands, or if you don't, you certainly don't have to run out and purchase it, but you can You can imagine this amber energy surrounding you and helping you break free from anything ingrained in your life. Remember that devil energy. That devil energy can be about you reclaiming your power, really breaking down some roots that may no longer serve you any longer. So beautiful energy here. I feel like you're on that path to success, especially with the Six of Wands, the award card, the Ten of Cups. You have the King of Cups, the Hierophant. You're definitely on the path of abundance. So hang tight here. There's a time of maybe pause, reflection, R&R to really help you get back on track with where you want to be financially. I hope that helps, Cancer. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, comment your power animals in the comment box below as well. Feel free to hit that subscribe and notification button if you haven't already. And I'm sending all of you beautiful Cancerians tons of love and light. Thanks for tuning in.